Okay, question 11, stem and leaf diagram tells us 30 sentences and someone's counted the number of letters in 30 sentences. 8 letters is a very short sentence, but hey, let's go with it. Right, so we've got our numbers here, we've got 30 numbers and we need a median. So median out of 30 divided by 30 plus 1 divided by 2 gives us 15.5, so you want the 15.5 number. So halfway between numbers 15 and 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's number 15, that's number 16. Halfway between them will be the same number. So median is 27. 27. Okay. B, the range. Biggest number is 45. Smallest number is 8. So the range is 37. Okay. C. Got to compare it with our box plots. Okay, so from this we know we've got a median of 27 and we've got a range of 37. So that's our textbook. And from the newspaper we've got a median of 30, reading from a box plot, and we've got a range. We could work out the interquartile range, but working out the interquartile range is really faffy for 30 numbers, and you never get asked to do that. And we don't need to, we can just compare the range because we just need 2 statements. Normally interquartile range will be better, but we haven't got access to that, so we'll go with the range. So the range of a newspaper is 48 minus 10, which is 38. So you can go one of 2 ways with this. You could say we've got a really similar range, or you could say the newspaper's got a slightly higher range. Okay, so our 2 comments, we need to say what the differences are between the medians and what it tells us. So, on average, more letters per sentence in the newspaper. Brackets, higher median. Okay, you don't say it's fact that it's a higher median, you won't get a mark. And if you just say the median's higher for a newspaper without telling us what it means, there's more letters per sentence, you won't get a mark either. So you need to be very specific. Okay, then we compare the range. If you want to say the newspaper's got the bigger range, that's fine. You say newspaper length of sentences slightly more varied, brackets, higher range. Okay, you can't say the newspaper lengths of sentences have a wider range because they've got a higher range. Yeah, you've got to say something like more varied or less consistent. I like varied, I think it's quite a good one. Okay, or slightly more spread of data or something like that, but you can't use a range to refer to the range, if that makes sense. Okay, if you went with saying there were similar ranges, you could say that, you know, in both of them the spread of the data was very similar, brackets, similar range, something like that. Okay, right, question 12. Our percentage is 1. For speedy questions, Eliza saves £145 a month. So £145 in 2018, and then she saved 27% more in 2019. So we need to increase that by 27%. So we times by 1.27. So 145 times 1.27. And I get £184.15. Most people find that. Pablo saved £192 this year. There's 80% more than his savings last year. You can't just take 20% off 192 because your 20% is of the original number before the 20% was added on to get to 192, not of 192. Okay, so our original number, we add 20% on, so to do that we times by 1.2 and we get the answer 192. So when we add 20% onto a number we get 192. So let's work out the number. X equals 192 divided by 1.2, and we get 160. Other method of doing that, we can say 192 is equivalent to 120%, because it's the number once we've added 20% on. So to get the number we want, divide by 120, and we get 1.6, and then times by 100 to get 100%, and we get 160. Yeah. So should be on that side, 1.6, 160. So that'll give us 1% and 100%. Okay. Either way works. Both methods are fine. Okay. Question C. I've got no idea how to read that name. I'm going to go with Key. So Key bought a scooter for £170, and she doesn't use it anymore and decides to sell it on Gumtree. She sold it for £180.80. What's her percentage loss? So we want change. So 170 minus £108.80 over the original times 100. Okay, so 170 minus 108.8 is 61.2. And that gives us 36% loss. Okay. D. Jamie, spelt the Game of Thrones way. Invest 2,500 for 2 years at 3.5%. Some people added on 35% rather than 3.5%. So we're increasing by 3.5%. It's going to go 100% plus 3.5, so that's 103.5%. So change that to a decimal, we need to times by 1.035. So we get 2,500 and we times it by 1.035 twice. So either 1.035 times 1.035 or 1.035 squared. Both of them will give you the right answer because that's what it is. And we should get 2678, can't do eights, pounds and 6 pence. I've rounded for nearest penny. Okay. Right, that's questions 11 and 12. Stay safe.